Hey guys, how's it going? I highly doubt this video will do well, but I'm gonna do one anyways, just in case. But anyways, this video is about Zoom. I'm gonna be talking about Zoom. Is it a buying opportunity? My thoughts on the whole subject. Eric Yuan, he seems like a pretty smart person. Right now, his net worth is $7 billion. Probably because most of his money is tied to the Zoom stock, and Zoom has blasted off to an evaluation of $38 billion, giving him a net worth of about $7 billion at the moment. Ranked 293. Wow, there's more than 300 billionaires in this world. That's crazy. But moving forward, so Zoom feels like a Silicon Valley kind of story. I think there's going to be its days where it's massively up and massively down. So in the future, Zoom could crash. But the CEO is always going to keep trying to, keep growing the company, keep developing the company. But we'll see though. Maybe Zoom might be a Shopify story where it just keeps going up and up and up. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. Zoom is very popular right now, and it feels like a Silicon Valley kind of story, in my opinion. I would also appreciate a thumbs up for this video. I've done a decent amount of research, not like a lot of research, a decent amount of research. So yeah. Anyway, so Zoom, if we look, Zoom, when it went public, it started off at $75 US. It went up to 90, and then it fell back to around 60. And then just recently, because of this whole pandemic, Zoom has went all the way up to $170. The lockdown is going away soon, so that could drop Zoom stock. But there's also the earnings report coming up, and I'm thinking that, if they can really impress shareholders in this earnings report, Zoom could continue to move to the upside. From a charting perspective, it looks like Zoom is downtrending right now, but the lower it goes, the more of an opportunity it becomes, in my opinion. If it breaks 229, I think it's going to head to around 210, 211. I think that would be the golden pocket opportunity, because it probably will bounce back, because stocks don't just go down, they go up and down. So we'll see though. This could be, right here could be an opportunity where it bounces, or it's going to head down further, and we could see it hit around 212, 210 just before earnings. So if we look at Zoom's balance sheet, it looks pretty good. I mean, they have about $855 million of total cash. So that is, very, very good. So they're in a cash position where, they're probably not going to go bankrupt anytime soon, anytime in the near future. And they have very little debt. There's actually no debt on the balance sheet. So it's a very good sign. Very, very good sign. And then their cash flow, from what I heard, that they've been doing pretty good for cash flow, free cash flow of 17, 54, 26, 100, and actually the total is 113. So yeah, they've been a pretty big cash flow positive company, which is a good sign. So moving forward, I think especially the next earnings report will be very heavily cash flow positive. And this could prop the stock up massively. We'll see what happens. So Zoom daily active user jumped from 10 million to over 200 million in 3 months. This is important. I mean, yeah, they could lose these customers, but we'll see what happens when you're like growing this much from 10 million to 200 million. This is not 100% confirmed. Previous told the video conference app CEO on Wednesday that the company fought to dispel concerns over privacy and Zoom boomerang. So this is not official, because the company has not actually came out and say that they have 200 million daily active user, but the next earnings report could be, they could say something about their user base. We'll see what happens. The reason why I'm so optimistic about the user base is what happens if 10% of their user base becomes customers and pay for like a pro. That could help with their revenues in a big way. So let's say 200 million. Let's say 10% of those 200 million. So 1 out of every 10 person buys it. So that's $20 million. $20 million. This is $20 US. So that's about 15 US. So do times that by 15. That's about $300 million per month. But we might be less optimistic. Maybe it's 5%, so that's 150 per month. So that's 450 million. So we'll divide it by half just to make sure that it's not just to make sure that our number is more accurate, because 10% is still quite a bit. So I would say 5%. So 5%. Still $150 million per month. Times that by 3 months, that is $450 million. That is a lot of money. So Zoom's earnings are going to be fantastic in my opinion. If we look at Zoom also has like other stuff for businesses like Zoom Rooms, Room Connectors, video webinar, alternative cloud recording storage, audio plans. So they have a lot of alternatives for customers. And if we look at the revenue growth, it went from 151 million to 331 million. Because of this pandemic, a lot of businesses are probably signing up to Zoom's application. So I believe that in 2020, their revenue is going to be like 400% growth. Like it's going to go from 331 million to around maybe even $2 billion. $2 billion in fiscal 2020. That could be a possibility. That is overhyped though, but who knows? If this pandemic keeps going on, that could be the scenario, because people will be working at home and businesses are going to pay Zoom a lot of money to keep their services. We'll see. That's like the bullish case, but I'm pretty sure that the revenue is going to grow at least another 100% in fiscal 2020. If we look at Shopify, I think, I honestly believe that Shopify is a $71 billion. Zoom is about 38. I think Zoom could be as big as Shopify in the future. Because at least in revenue wise, but we'll see what happens. Moving forward, Zoom admits that it doesn't have 300 million users. Correction, misleading claims. So this was a negative for the stock market. It kind of crashed it a little bit, crashed the stock a little bit, but that's the reality of it. But moving forward, Zoom hits a milestone, 90-day secure plan, because of the whole situation that's going on with the security and the boost in popularity. There was a lot of security issue claims, but they quickly came out and they quickly fixed it before the 90-day security plans. Shows you that there's a lot of passion in the engineering room. And they quickly worked on it, and they quickly came out with an update and fixed the problem. Zoom will be having their first quarter report in fiscal 2021 on June 2nd, 2020. I think this could be a day where the stock pops up to the upside in 5 or 10% to the upside. It all depends on what they have to say in the earnings report. It all depends on what kind of numbers they release, because this is a very important quarter, because this will cover basically between February, March, April. These 3 months are critical, because this is the 3 months where people were locked down and they were forced to work at home, and A lot of people were using Zoom product between these 3 months. So those 3 months, this quarter could be one of their strongest quarter ever. Will it continue that way? I don't know, but I believe that this quarter will be one of their strongest quarters. Even Facebook and Google feel threatened by Zoom, so they had to come up with their own video application. And Facebook and Google are giants, and this is the bear case. If Facebook and Google does take away Zoom's customer, we could see Zoom crash back down to $30, $40. I mean, make brand new lows and go down to $30, $40. Rich people could abandon Zooms. I don't know. That's why I'm saying Zoom is very high risk, high reward kind of scenario. Actually, in my scenario, Zoom is more like high risk, low reward, because Zoom could go up to $200. Zoom could go up to $250. Zoom can go to $300, but at the same time, it could go all the way down to $50. So you could lose half your money, or you can possibly double your money at these current prices. So it's kind of like low reward. Well, I would say like medium reward and medium risk. Moving forward, so Zoom has a lot of customers, a lot of business customers. Uber, none like Delta, 2020, Disney. Oh no, not Disney. Well, it is Disney now. AB InBev, Box. There was Tesla and SpaceX, but they kind of abandoned Zoom. But this list is probably not updated, and right now they probably have a lot more customers because people are forced to work at home. So a lot of people, their customer base is probably booming in a big way. Some of the big customers, Uber, GoDaddy, Proofpoint. I don't even know any of these companies besides GoDaddy and Uber. But yeah, as you can see, they have a lot of business customers, and it will probably grow. I don't know. There was a scenario where Zoom lost a bunch of customers because of the security things, and there were schools that had to abandon Zoom because of the security thing. But Zoom has updated the security things. Maybe those schools will go back and start using Zoom again. I don't know at the end of the day what's going to happen, but that's a maybe. But again, the bear scenario is people start abandoning Zoom, and Microsoft, Facebook, Google beats out Zoom. They are $1 billion. They are, Zoom is Microsoft is $1 trillion. Google is almost $1 trillion. Facebook is $500 billion. So, and Facebook is a big threat to Zoom because Facebook has so many users around the world. We'll see what happens. Zoom controls. I don't know why. Zoom ban in Taiwan government over China security fears. Zoom has been banned from the government business in Taiwan in the latest setback for a hugely popular video call app. So, that's another negative. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.